Hi, this is Mervin. So we're here for the sixth exercise of the Android app, which is the SMS app. So this is the app. I mirrored my phone and onto the laptop. So let me show you how it works. So basically, this is two buttons. So sorry, let me go back. So there's one button which says whose birthday is it, and there's one button which says register today. So if you click on whose birthday it is, it gives you a result, and if you say register today, you can register a particular user. So let's give register today and register a particular user with their the birthday today. So today's date is 2nd of November. So when I click on register today, so it asks me to give inputs. So I say Mervin, and then I give 20, sorry, today's date 0 2 11 and 1996, and then I give the phone number as 3952858522. So when I click on register, it says registering the toast, and then it says register. So now our registration is done. So now we can go back, and then when you say on whose birthday it is, it shows you a particular name saying name is Mervin. So click to send him a wish. So if at all I say send wish, then it will send him a wish. So I can add how many other users I want to. For example, let me add one more user also. So let's say Murphy, and then I say 20 10 995, and I say 9622706 31. So when I say register, it gets registered like the same way. So now when you say whose birthday is it, which shows both. So this is basically a list view, sorry, a text view. So it lists both the names. Now today is Mervin's birthday. So when you click on the button again, whose birthday it is, it says it's Mervin's birthday. So click to send a wish. So when you click on sending a wish, it opens the default SMS app. So and I built in a message. So this is the built-in message, and it goes to Mervin. So when I say send, it goes, it's sending. Let's wait it to send. It's sent, and as you can see, you see the balance has been deducted. So now we will go to explaining the code. So that is about the app. Let us go to explaining the code. So this is our app. So let me show you the XML files first. So this is our main activity. So when you click on design, there seems to be a problem. 1 second. So as you can see, this is the activity underscore mail.xml. So this is two buttons which I've given images to. One button is whose birthday and one button which is registered today. So that is about this page. So we have the registration page which has the particular design which is loading. Let us wait for it to load. So yes, so this is our registration page. We basically have 3 edit text and 1 button to register, which is a pretty simple thing again. So next we also have the whose birthday it is XML file. So here it is just a scroll view with the text view. So you can scroll if at all I have a lot of users put into it. So that is about the XML file. So now let us move to the actual code. So this is our main activity.java. There's nothing much. We just register the button with their respective listeners, and we handle the events. So on each button click, it goes to a new class, which is a register class and whose birthday class respectively. So now going to register.java, let me show you how it works. So we had the form kind of thing. So from that we get the 3 edit text. So we get the edit text values, and we also initialize, we declare a database handler object, and then I also have a flag boolean flag array which we initialize to true, and also a boolean flag value. Now because you can't leave a form empty, so we have a method called boolean check for null, which checks if it's an empty string or null, and if at all it is, we use the set error method to say that field is required, else we return true. So only if it's true, it goes on to the next case, where you'll be able to actually click the button saying register. So this is the onCreate method, where you initialize everything. You initialize the database handler object with the database. Database. So this is the birthday, which is the database name. Null is the factory, and 1 is the version. So now we also initialize all of the objects. So now for the register button, this is how we handle its action. So we get the 3 edit texts. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. There seems to be Yes, so we get the edit text and convert it to string. Now, if at all we check if each of these strings is null. If any of this is null, then the fly array which we initialize boolean values initially gets a false value, so we can't go in. So only if all of the three boolean values in the particular array are considered to be true, then we go on to the next step. So we have the array. So inside the array, we split what we've gotten using the slash operator. So the slash is the delimiter based on which we divide. So when you get a date of birth saying, let's say 28/02/1996, we have 28 in array of 0, 02 in array of 1, and 96 in array of 2. So then we take it to string cc, which only contains the date of birth and month, because we need only the date of birth and month to calculate your birthday. So that is what it is. So then we add it to the database handler. The add method is in the database handler class, so I'll show you how it is. Then we have a normal text which says registering for a while, and then it says register. Now let us go to the whosebirthday.java class. The whosebirthday.java class is also a very simple class. So what we do over here is for us to retrieve all the data and then put it onto the text view. So we've declared all the variables, and we also have a button for sending the SMS. So now we get it from the database handler, all the values, and then we set text of the text view. Now from the calendar, we also use these both to get the current date, and then we actually convert it. For example, month, we add 1 because it starts from 0, and then we convert it to string values. And then we have a final string which contains the today's date and month. And now what we have to do is for us to match the current date and the date of the birthday which we obtained. So if at all it is not null, then we go inside and then we split it based on the AND operator. So here we get the name and the number which is coming from the database handler for the date and for the name and the number of the particular person. So then name and the number of the particular person. So then we use the SMS button to be sending the data. So for you to be able to understand how we get the name and the number, it is in the database handler Java class, which I'll explain later. So now for the SMS button, we create an SMS intent, which is an intent object again, with the intent.action_view, which is a static thing. Now we set the data, which is URI.parse, and which is these are built-in functionalities. When you give these as strings, it actually gets set. When you put extra, when you say address, this is the address to which you're going to be, as in the number to be which you're going to be sending it. And then for the SMS body, we just change the name for every case. Otherwise, happy birthday and have a wonderful year ahead is always going to be the same. Then because we might catch an exception, we put it into a try catch block, and then if at all no one else has a birthday, we have a toast which says nobody has a birthday today. Now let me explain the database handler class. So this is the database handler class. This is this is just a constructor. Then we have two methods which you have to override: on create and on upgrade. On create, we create the table birthday with the following columns, and d minus, like I told you, we've passed a string called cc from the previous activity, wherein you got only the date and the month and concatenated it and sent it. So this contains the date minus the year. So on upgrade, you drop the particular table and then you call on create again. So we have the function called add. In the add function, you get the database in the writable format, and then you create the content values object. And inside the content value objects, you put in name, date of birth, phone, and the date minus the year. So then we insert it and then we close the database. For the view all, so this is how we do it. We've used all of this in the whosebirthday class. So what we do here is for us to get it in the readable format, then we use a cursor object to move one by one and then get all of the data which is present inside. So we also have a string called show, which is concatenated with the name, the date of birth, and the number of the person, and then we return show when it calls viewer. The match, which is our main function in this entire application, what we do is we get it in the readable format, and then we again use a query. So select star from birthday where d minus is equal to question mark. So this question mark is filled in with the particular value, which is the current date today. So if at all both of this matches, then we return the particular string which has been concatenated with the name and number. Like I showed you in whose birthday, we got the name and number when you said string match is equal to dbh dot match. So when you pass today's date and if it's matched, then the name and number gets into the string match, and then in the separate array we split it based on the and. So we got the name and the number, so we split into it, and then we are able to obtain the name and number separately and perform the other functionalities. So that is how the application works. Thank you for watching.